Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Unnamed Server. That's right, I am on the Unnamed Server today, and it has been quite a while since I've been over here. And I've been on here the last few days, all weekend, working on the Guardian farm over here. Last time we saw this area, there was a lot of water here, and now it is gone, as well as the water monument. I have taken it all out and completely torn down the water monument, and I am going to show a little bit of time-lapse footage of me tearing down the water monument and everything. But first, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I'm over here on the Unnamed Server after I said that I was going to stop my series over here. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the CraftyDog server. I'm not shutting down the CraftyDog server, don't worry. I did just start that server last month, and I have to admit it's been relatively dead since it started. And I'm going to blame myself mostly for that because, honestly, I have not really been doing much on that server either. I've been spending most of my time over on Biff's fan server and also in my single-player world. And I've been saying that, you know, I want to really get going on my single-player series, but I'm not really getting much in the way of views on that thing. Maybe 30 views in a week, if that. Which really isn't that bad, I guess, but it's not really all that great either compared to what I get, say, on Biff's fan server. I'm going to say that the difference is probably because I post links to my videos on Biff's fan server in Biff's Reddit, reddit.com/r/higuy, Biff2001, and other people on the server do watch it. That's most likely why I get more views over there. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if people prefer single-player Minecraft over server, multiplayer Minecraft. I know myself, I kind of like watching my favorite YouTubers. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's just getting on my nerves here. Did you just take a gravel block? What are you doing? He did, but I didn't see it disappear. Very strange. Very strange. Where'd he go? So anyway, yeah, the Minecrafters I like to watch, there's really only 3 channels that I watch regularly now. That is Biffa, Monkey Farm, and Asuma. And I also do watch some Corrales stuff from time to time. Oh, and make that 4 because I do watch Etho regularly. Forgot about good old Etho. And, of course, I do watch some stuff from JL2579 every once in a while. Mostly the technical stuff. I used to watch a whole lot of other Minecrafters, but I've since stopped watching them. Not because I don't like them anymore, but because it's really hard to keep up with a whole bunch of people, as well as a bunch of people you're on a server with, and make your own videos. So I have to pick and choose. Now, I also do try to keep up with everybody's videos on Blockcentric, and on CraftyDog, and the Unnamed server here. Yeah, it gets pretty hectic when I'm trying to make videos and work on stuff, and, oh, that's where he took that gravel block from, but I didn't see one disappear. But anyway, it gets pretty hectic when I'm trying to keep up with a lot of people and trying to make my own videos and also work on things in creative. This is all the stuff I got from tearing down the water monument. Now, I already had it gutted, and half of it was missing, so normally there would be a lot more than that there. I got a lot of stuff at my base, so now I need to go fix that sand over there. If I have any sand down here, which I don't. And I don't have any ender pearls either. Dagnabbit. So I came back over here to the base to pick up some ender pearls, and I decided I'm going to stop down here and check out the mob grinder. Now, Optifine has recently released a preview version for 1.8, and that's what I'm using right now, 1.8 Optifine HD UA5. Now, this is not the official release. They're about 90% done with the official release. But I went ahead and got it and checked it out. And I'll tell you what, it has definitely helped smooth a lot of things out. Now, I'm going to hit F3 here. And you can see I'm at a steady 30 FPS, but I just jumped up to like 60, 70. Now, normally my recording will drop down to about 30 FPS, but then I'll hit these patches where the frame rate drops pretty significantly. And it's kind of annoying because I'll get a stutter and a little bit of hesitation and everything. But Optifine has definitely helped that. And also, I have my multicolored creepers. As you can see, there was a yellow one and there's an orange one. And yeah, so I'm definitely glad to have those back. And of course, there's that zoom feature which is my most favorite thing on Optifine, is that zoom feature. That's really the only reason I use it. I don't really need it for the frame rate issue. I can get by with that, but it is nice not having to deal with the stuttering. But having that zoom feature is the best. As far as those creepers go, this is the Faithful 32 pack, but I modified it myself. And what prompted multicolored creepers was one day I was out running around at night in a forest area, and there were some creepers hiding in some tall grass, and they were green, blended in with the grass. I didn't see it, and boom! And I lost some stuff, and that really annoyed me. So I went ahead and I took the creeper texture out of here, and I loaded it up in GIMP and desaturated it, and then used the colorize filter on it. Might have been a hue saturation filter, not really sure. And made several different versions. I think I got purple ones, red ones, blue ones, and the yellow and orange ones, as well as the default green ones. And I just saved them as like Creeper 1, Creeper 2, Creeper 3, etc. And of course Optifine will randomly select a texture whenever a mob spawns, or at least in this case creepers. And I've also borrowed textures from the John Smith pack for cows, chickens, and pigs. Oh, there's a blue creeper. Mr. Creeper. So yeah, I'm glad to see this thing still works in Optifine, or in 1.8, I'm sorry. This is Etho's original, one of his original mob spawners, way down underground, a big 30 by 30 room with a bunch of spawn pads. And I didn't put any half slabs on because it seems to handle spiders pretty well. And it's got the 2x2 mob evader right here, brings them up from 24 blocks below. And it seems to work fine with witches as well. And I'm not really sure about chicken jockeys. Well, I do have a couple of feathers and some chicken over here, so maybe a chicken jockey has come up here. Not really sure. Got sticks and bottles from our witches. Quite a bit of gunpowder. Actually got a double chest. And then about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, almost 15 stacks there. So that's pretty cool. And of course I've got the sorting system back behind that. Made in a previous episode. So yeah, I thought I'd come down here and check this out. And there's one of those yellowish ones. The yellow didn't really turn out as well. It looks kind of a more bright green than yellow. But, yeah, well, it helps me see them at night when they're hiding in the tall grass. So anyway, I said I was going to play some time-lapse footage of me dismantling that water monument over there. So I'm going to go ahead and run that. Hopefully it's going to work out pretty well. I did have one lockup issue with the computer. Oh, hi chicken. See, the chicken's brown instead of the default white, and that is a texture from the John Smith pack that I borrowed, which is why I've never really released my texture pack with all my edits in it, because I do borrow a couple of textures from another one. I don't really think I'm allowed to release it like that. I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play that time-lapse footage. My computer did lock up once while I was trying to record some of it, so I did lose a little bit of it. But hopefully I've got enough to put together a fairly decent time-lapse of me dismantling that thing. I haven't done a time-lapse video in a while, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. So hope you enjoy it, and I will be right back. Alright, well that was quite a bit of work there, a lot of recording, and I actually went a little bit further than I had intended to. As you can see, I pretty much got the bottom of this thing done here for the most part. I got a little bit of work I need to do down there to it, just mostly some aesthetic stuff. I'm going to work on these walls and everything, of course, but all that's going to come later. I did unfortunately realize that that far wall back there is one too far, one too close. I need to move it back away from me one more. And so I'm going to have to work on that. So that means I got to drop sand all the way down and then take this side down. But that's really not a big deal. I can do that off camera. Had an Enderman over here. Decided he wanted to take a block of gravel out of there. Cause the sand to come down, so now we got water flowing down there. But that's all right, though, because it shows me that my water flow is going to work just right. It's going to come right up to the trench, right to the bottom here. Now, a lot of folks will build these things so that the guardians fall and they hit the half slabs here and they die on impact, which means the bottom of this thing would be much further down. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is have water traveling down on both sides, carry them all into the trench, and the trench is going to carry them down into one area, and then maybe down there I'll have a drop, probably drop them through some lava, and then I'll have some hoppers at the bottom. I think it'll just save a little bit of resources. I could have mine carts traveling back and forth under here, hopper mine carts, but that's going to use a lot more resources. So I want to be a little bit more frugal on the resources here, and I want to go over here and fix this water here that this Enderman was so kind to create for me here. Let's see. No! Can't throw ender pearls up in the water. And I can't seem to get up at all. And that one's just going to come right back down and take me right back to the bottom. This just isn't working out. That way. And I'll get stuck in the sand. There we go. And we'll just place that sand block right there. And then we'll just ride the water right back down. Yeah, but I got to move this wall back one, and to get the sizing just right. Excuse me, get the sizing just right, and then we will be good to go. And like I said, I'm probably going to, and I've got a cave down there, but I just lit it up. I'm probably going to bring this down here, probably right here, and maybe right in this area here. I'll drop them down until they die. Maybe I might just put them, have them drop through lava. I can't even talk here. I might just have them drop through some lava so that they are on fire as they drop. That way they don't have to drop as far. And of course I'll just have hoppers at the bottom to collect whatever drops they get. It's also possible, and I've been kind of thinking about this, that I might want to set it up so that I can actually have them travel to a different area where I can kill them manually. That way, if I hit them with a looting sword, I have a good chance of getting some of the rare drops, such as the puffer fish and things like that. That's also a possibility I might do. My original plan wasn't going to include that. It was just going to be a drop trap. I'm going to build some spawning area up here in the top of this thing and just have them fall down. And like I said, water streams will carry them down to the center trench and then have the center trench carry them to a kill area. That was my original plan. That's what I'm probably going to do. So let me get rid of this sand block here. I said I was going to talk a little bit about the CraftyDog server, but I think I'm going to save that talk for an episode on CraftyDog. I will be recording one tomorrow, which is actually Wednesday the 12th is when I'm going to be recording that episode. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about CraftyDog and what I want to do with that server. And I also want to get more people on the server. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I'm going to go about doing that and what I'm going to be looking for. And so we'll do that there. I'm not really going to talk about it here. As far as this server here, it is not going to be restarted. I'm not going to restart it. I have invited a friend of mine to join, and a couple other people might be joining up soon. Not necessarily people that are going to record. I know Jaden Max has his wife on the server with him, and they do a husband-wife recording thing. And I think, although I'm not sure, but I think Calabajua is going to do the same thing as well. It's possible. Not sure. We're still talking about that. We'll see what's going to happen. Other than that, I'm kind of hoping maybe I can just generate a little bit more activity here on the Unnamed server. Now, it's not necessarily going to be a YouTube-centric server anymore. I am still going to make episodes on it. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I started working on this project, and it just gave me a renewed interest in the server. and already pretty well established. And I have right here with me a whole list of things I want to do. There's a couple of different things. I want to build a squid farm and, things like that. So that's that. I'm going to keep making episodes on here, even though I said I wasn't going to. And I know you're thinking, K9, make up your daggone mind. You keep saying you're going to do one thing and then you do something totally different. And you're right. You're right. It's true. I do tend to do that a lot, unfortunately, here lately. And it's been kind of causing problems for me and for my channel. So I just need to sit down and decide what I'm going to do. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep making episodes over here. Not sure if I'm going to be making episodes on CraftyDog, but I am going to try to get more people over there. And I'll still do stuff on Biff's fan server. And I might even continue my single player world. Not really getting the views, and I do really like single player. But I don't know. With the problems I'm having with that world, I may just have to start over. And if that happens, well, I'm really not interested in starting over. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, I am going to call this episode done. It took me several days to record this. And what is just going to come up for a few minutes for you took a long time, but I got it done finally, and hopefully it's going to turn out okay. So yeah, we will definitely be back on the Unnamed server, and I will see you next time. My name is Angry K9. As always, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Once again, my name is Angry K9, and I will see you next time.